Welcome back to another video and welcome to Broadlands. Now this is a venue that I've not been to before. I don't know why. It's very close to where I live. If anybody doesn't know it, it's 26 acres. It hosted the final of the BCAC, the British Carp Angling Championships. It's in Southampton. I might have just said that. I don't know if I have or not. But yeah, it's got a fair few 30s in, a good head of 20s, and there is even a 40 in here. So yeah, nice big open water, couple of islands, and Liam and I down for the next sort of, well, we got here at 8 AM this morning and we're here till about 2 PM tomorrow. We're actually booked on till 4, but we're going to leave about 2 o'clock. And I must apologise as well quickly for the audio here. I am going to actually get a microphone so that I don't have to speak really loud so that you guys can hear me. So that'll be coming soon. I know in the last episode you saw me on the Lower Leggett Headlands farm. That was actually in the summer. It's now, well, we're pretty much heading into near enough winter now. It is September, but it's actually dropped, and the last few days or the last few nights have actually gone down to like 3 or 4 degrees. There was a frost here a couple of nights ago, which isn't good, but it's warming up. It's a really sunny day today. It's meant to be about 20 degrees, highs of 20 today, and it's meant to drop down to about 10 degrees tonight. So hopefully that will help heat up the water and get the fish moving a bit. I'll talk you through my spots where I'm fishing, how I'm approaching it. But yeah, for now, I've just got the rods up. We're gonna sort the gear out because everything's a mess. We're gonna chill out and I'll update you shortly with what I'm doing, where I'm fishing, and have a little catch up. And I just would like to quickly apologise. I have actually been working night shift last night, so I've been awake since about this time yesterday. So I am a bit out of it, and it didn't help when I got here and set up because I struggled a little bit with my casting. I did mention the fact that I haven't been fishing for a long time. I've actually got new reels that I haven't used before as well. These are all excuses, by the way, because I did crack off twice. I lost a marker lead. I was, yeah, frustrating times. But anyway, I found my spots, all 3 spots, very happy with all 3 rods. Like I said, we'll go through that in a minute. But if I do repeat myself, or if I do feel like I'm not actually here, it's because I haven't slept for so long. And the plan was actually to get the rods out, set up the bivvy, and get a few hours kit. But you know what? I think I'm going to stay awake. I've got the week off. Liam and I are actually heading down to Linear Fisheries in a few days' time. So that video will be the next video to come out. Well, there might be one in between that, but Linear will be coming very soon. We're hoping to get on B1. But yeah, if you are excited to see that, and you're excited to see what happens in this video, and you like the previous videos, please go ahead and subscribe. It really helps me out. And yeah, I really would appreciate, guys, if you could leave a thumbs up and yeah, hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's go over my rods, where I'm fishing, how I'm fishing and stuff like that. I did actually, like I said, I've not fished here before, but I did get sent some tips. So thank you to people that sent over some tips, and I was actually shown some spots as well. So I'm just gonna, I'll tell you what, when I got my marker rod out, my leading rod, and had a little feel around, the spots that I was put on are very much gravel. Like, you can feel the difference between the gravel and the silt when you're dragging back your marker lead. And yeah, I'm very happy with all 3 rods on the spot. So let's start off with the left hand rod. Now you might notice the bobbin is very slack there. I'm fishing a real slack line, and that's because I'm fishing literally 2.5 to 3 rod lengths out. There's like a gravel patch right on the margin here, so I've got that on a spinner rig with a 15mm OG Fruit and Nut matcha hatch pop-up, and that is down in that margin, like I say, 2.5 to 3 rod lengths out on that gravel patch right there. And then the middle rod is on another spinner rig, and that is a white Fruit and Nut 15mm pop-up, and that is cast out towards where, right, it's going to be hard to explain. So do you see the brown bit, like here? You've got the green bit here, and there's like a brown bit in the middle there. I'm a rod length off of that. Again, it's all gravel up around here. And my second rod, my right hand rod, is on a D-rig with a orange Fruit and Nut magic bean, and that's fished again up to the edge of the island, but that's another wrap further, and that is just on the corner of that tree what sticks out there. So yeah, I've got 2 right on the edge of the island, 1 in the margin. That is the tactic that I'm going with. Match a hatch, white, orange. So I'm, you know, covering all bases of colours. We've got pop-ups, we've got a wafter. I can always switch on to bottom baits. The left-hand rod, because it's only 3 wraps out, 2.5, 3 wraps out, I've thrown a couple of handfuls in over the spot. The middle rod has gone out, well, middle and the right-hand rod have both gone out with mesh bags with chopped fruit and nut boilie. They've gone out with mesh bags, and I've also had the throwing stick out, and I've scattered. To be fair, I've probably only scattered about 10 boilies out around the edge of that, so I might get some more out in due course. But yeah, there we go. That's the update on the rods. That's how we're fishing. Billy's down there, my little, if you haven't seen Billy before, he is my little blank saver, Billy the blank saver, my little lucky charm. And we're in peg 21. Now I am also fishing with Liam. Liam's in 22, and I'm pretty sure he's got 2 rods out between the 2 islands and 1 on the edge of the right-hand island as well. His PB actually did come a few, I think it was a few years ago now? 3 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, did actually come from that spot. So, you know, when Liam sort of said, oh, let's go and fish Broadlands, I was like, yeah, okay. Liam was like, we have to fish this spot because that's where my PB came out. I want to go and beat it. And I said, it would be really nice if he could catch the same fish, but maybe 3 or 4 pound bigger. That would be awesome. But yeah, this week, like I say, we're going to Linear later on in the week. But this week, I've got off work, and this week I really, really, really want to try and break my PB, which currently stands at 30 pounds and 15 ounces, and that was caught on B1. Liam's already got his brolly up and his bed there. I haven't actually set mine up yet. I've just still got things, bits and bobs everywhere. But yeah, the plan was get a few hours kit, but I think I'm going to stay up. Also, it is the London derby today, Arsenal versus Spurs at 2 o'clock, so we will be watching that. Come on, the Gunners. Hey, if you're awake, if I'm awake, yeah, if I'm awake, I should be all right. Hopefully it doesn't send me to sleep, but a little bit worried with the injuries we got, but I think we'll be all right. We've got enough. Can't get the glasses on my head. Right, well, Liam's just had to recast his left-hand rod because I don't know if you can see the culprit over there. That's a big, like, tree branch just snapped off. It actually came over from my swim. It drifted into my swim. Missed the margin rod, and it got caught on both of those lines, but I didn't have to recast. I managed to get it off, just dipped the line down, it went over the top, and it drifted into Liam's swim, and he's had to recast his left rod. But what I would say is, like, our baiting approach is very different. Obviously I've thrown some handfuls of bait in over the margin, but I've put some more out. Actually, I've been constantly throwing stick boilies in, which have been soaked in the Parker Baits flat spot, the fruity flat spot, and dusted with the magic dust, the fruit and nut magic dust. But yeah, I've just been trickling boilies in over on a spot over there, whereas Liam actually spotted out. He put 3 spods of bait out on his right hand rod, and I think he put about 10 out on each rod, out in the middle. So he's gone heavy with the spod. I've gone a bit more stealthy and a bit less bait, just trickling over the top. So interesting to see, obviously, the different baiting approaches and how that affects things. I mean, at the moment, neither of us have had anything, but yeah, we're about to watch the footy. Alright guys, time for a quick update. The update is there isn't really an update. I mean, the fishing front has been absolutely, well, since we've been here, and we got here for 8 o'clock this morning, got to the swim probably 8:30, time we got fishing was probably about 9:30, when we actually had the rods out, and since then I've not seen a fish crash, bosh, show itself, swirl. Like, there's no bubbles. The carp really are not giving themselves up here today, which is making me wonder if maybe the carp are holding up at either end of the lake, which might not be a bad thing as long as they start moving at some point. Now the moon is meant to be full in the next 2 or 3 days, so it's going to be quite a bright moon tonight. I know it's a bit overcast, but hopefully it shines through. All I'm trying to get at with that is that hopefully maybe the carp are a little bit more active, I don't know, but what I'm hoping is that if the carp are held up at either end of a lake, that they will push through at some point. I've redone the margin rod, which came back in absolutely fine. Yeah, it come back in fine. The bait hadn't been touched, but I am really confident with that left hand margin rod. Don't know why, something's just really making me feel confident on that rod. I haven't yet reeled in the 2 rods that are on that island, but I will do in due course. Quick update on the football though. Sorry to the Spurs fans, but Arsenal got the job done. Another 3 points. We got Man City next. Oh, that's going to be a struggle. But we thought Spurs would be a struggle without Rice and Odegaard, and I mean it was. We didn't. That game could have gone either way, but we got the job done. Anyway, it's up to me and Liam now to try and bring you a fish on this session. So I'll give you a little update once I've done the rods, and then we'll sit down. It's going to get pretty dark pretty quick because that's what's happening now this time of year. But yeah, I want to stop waffling and I want to show you carp. That's the plan, so it's what we're going to try and do. Okay, so I have just redone the 2 island rods now as well. I must admit, it took me a couple of attempts to get them out where I wanted them to, but yeah, got them both out. I'm happy with them now, so they're going to stay out now until we either get a bite or go home, I guess. I could redo them in the morning, but I really don't think I want to touch them. I'm a big believer in once you've got a bait out on a spot and you're confident with how it's presented, you should leave it out there. If it's going to go, it's going to go. You're just waiting for a carp to come along, slip up and pick up the bait. But I mean, if I was solid bag fishing and they were showing fish and I was moving about, fair enough. But I'm not. I'm putting scattering a boilies over a spot and hoping the fish move in. That's the plan anyway. I will show you the rigs and the bait. Obviously, if I do catch a fish, I'll show you what I caught it on. But yeah, fingers crossed for that. Right, now let's get into a new segment in these videos, which I've kind of stolen. And yeah, I've got to give a big shout out to Fresh Fishing, Wayne and Foxy. I don't know if you guys watch my videos, but I watch your videos, and anybody that hasn't watched their videos, go and check them out. Fresh Fishing. You like my videos, you'll like their videos. But yeah, 2 good lads, and they do something in their videos called Bots, which is beer of the session. Now, I've kind of stolen your idea, lads. I really like it, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to get behind it. So what I've decided to do is rate my own version of beers. I'm going to start off, I mean, I'm much more of a cider fan than I am a sort of lager fan. I don't mind an ale, but yeah, I mean, I'll drink anything. But Paul H, I just want to say a big shout out to Paul H, because he has gone down to the link in the description on Buy Me a Coffee, which I've never spoken about it. I never expect anybody to send me any money, guys, but Paul H has gone down. He wanted to send me some money just to support me, and I thought, you know what, he's bought me a beer. It's Buy Me a Coffee, but buy me a beer. He can buy me a beer. So with the money that he sent me, I've actually gone and bought the first beer for me to review, or the first cider for me to review. Now, this is not sponsored, but I picked this one up in Aldi. So yeah, there we go. We're going to try this out. This is Orchard English Vintage Cider, and I'm going to give it a rating out of 10, 10 being the best. And we are going to do points as well, so it could be like 7.5 or an 8.1. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to keep account of all the beers and ciders that I try. I will put them down and mark them down on a sort of list, but I want you guys to suggest some beers for me to try out, or some ciders for me to try out. And in every video going forward, I'm going to turn into an alcoholic, apparently. But no, let me know if there's anything you want me to try on the video, and we'll rate it. But yeah, there we go. I mean, yeah, we got Orchard English Vintage Cider, slowly matured from a single year's harvest, and it's signed Jonathan Blair. So there it is. This one might actually knock my head off because it's actually 8.2%, so it's a proper cider. It's not like none of this, you know, this sort of like Copperberg stuff. That's that brand deal gone, isn't it? Not that Copperberg were going to work with me anyway, but yeah, totally not sponsored, and all of these opinions are my own opinions. Please drink responsibly. Right, well, I thought it would help if I actually had a bottle opener so I could get into this, but Liam, you're not going to try this, are you?
Nope.
No? Not a cider fan?
Not a fan of apple cider.
Not a fan of apple cider. Oh my gosh, I don't want to spill it, but 8.2%, that means I've got to have 2 now. Why is this so... Oh, there we go. Right. Let's have a little go on this then. Apple cider, Orchard English vintage cider. Cheers. Cheers. Dilly dilly. And it is served slightly chilled. Oh, I like that. That could be dangerous though, that I like that. Because if I'm having 2 of these, and they're quite big bottles, and a lack of sleep, I'm going to be falling in the lake in a minute. But someone's alarm just go. It's very... You can taste how strong it is. It's got a bit of a bite to it. You can get those apple flavours are coming through. It smells very appley. I mean, it's classic. That is a classic cider. Like there's no fruitiness in it. It's just all, you can tell it's a pure apple strong. I really like it. I really do like it. Although I am a hard man to please. All right, stop beating around the bush. I'm gonna give this, starting off. It's hard. I need you to drink it with me so I can get an opinion from you. It's definitely up in the 8s. Does it hit a 9? I want to say it does, you know, just about. Margin Rod just had a beat. I'm giving that a 9 on the dot. There you go. You heard it here first. Cheers. Now, I know I did say earlier in the video that it was winter. It's not, but it feels like it. Well, you know what, actually, it's not. Today it's been quite nice, but the last few days it's been very, very cold. Like I say, at night it's dropped down to like 3 or 4 degrees. But hopefully tonight we're looking at, like I said, maybe 10 or so degrees. What I was getting at is summer's now completely over, finished, kids gone back to school. The lakes are a lot quieter, and for some reason I cannot believe how cold it's been at the start of September this year. But yeah, we're definitely not into winter, but yeah, that's how it feels sometimes. But this time of year is my favourite time of year to fish, I think, but just because, like, you know, the lakes are getting quieter. I know the days are getting shorter, which is a little bit annoying, but it's just what happens, and it happens every year, right? But yeah, I just love this time of year fishing. You still get, I know I've just been telling you about how cold it's been, but usually you still get a little bit of sun, decent bit of temperature. Say the lakes are a lot quieter, and you can seem to get on a lot more places and fish in the sort of areas that you want to fish in lakes. And the sunsets are just absolutely stunning. And you know, just getting that final few sort of catches in before it shuts down fully for the winter, because I know how tricky winter carp fishing can sometimes be. And that's when you got to start looking at going to lakes where you know they have sort of good winter form. But yeah, this time of year, it's just it's awesome. It really is awesome. Well, it's been a bit of a hard day, really. I mean, we are coming into the evening now, a very early evening. It's within the next hour or so. It will start to well, it will be dark in the next hour or so. So yeah, it's very I don't know what to say. I didn't really know what to expect when I booked on here. I knew that it might be quite difficult. You know, a lake that's full of you know, and there is a lot of fish in here. But yeah, there's a lot of 20s and a fair few 30s. You know, when you come and fish a lake that's like that, it's not always going to be your classic runs water. You know, you're not going to be catching sort of 10, 15 pounders every couple of hours. You know, it's not that sort of lake. But I honestly thought 6 rods out between us all day that we might have had something, but yeah, apart from the odd single beep here or there, there's really not been absolutely anything at all to go by. So yeah, it's been a bit of a struggle, but what I'm going to do is I am going to turn in for the night now, and I will update you as and when things happen, if things happen, and hopefully I can see you in the night with a nice carp. That's the plan anyway. But yeah, if anything happens, I'll let you know. If not, I will see you guys in the morning. Well, good morning from the bank of Broadlands. Yeah, honestly, not anything to show you at all last night. I was awake pretty much all night though. I was getting single beeps, mainly on that left-hand margin rod. Just every now and then, just a single beep just to keep me awake. I had a couple of single beeps on the right-hand rod, and then randomly I had one on the middle rod, so I have been getting random single beeps, but I didn't hear anything crashing, anything boshing. Still see no signs of any carp, but not just from our area of the water. Like, I can see right down by the motorway there. I can see right down the other side of the lake down there. I've seen nothing there, nothing over the other side. It's crazy. Although one thing I would say that I did see this morning is I actually took a walk down to the swim just to the left of me, peg 20. Nobody's in it, but I just went to have a little look out from that peg, and as I walked up to the edge of the water, a big bow wave moved off right from the margin. So it shows to me that there are signs of fish here today, more so than what we've seen since I've been here at all. But yeah, it's like 6:45 a.m. right now. I've just put out a couple more handfuls of boilies over the margin rod, and I have been using the throwing stick to get some more baits out over the 2 rods on the edge of the island. But in terms of approach today, I'm not going to change anything. I'm not going to reel the rods in. I did them last night before I went to bed. I'm just going to leave them out. I can't put them anywhere. Like there's no rods that I look at that I think that needs to be moved. You know, they're all where I want them. Just need the carp to stumble across them. That's all I need. Well, what a start to a morning. I mean, okay, there's no fish on the bank. That's what we really are here for, and that's what I'm hoping to show you guys. But just waking up outside, being back on the bank, I've missed this. Got a coffee on the go. Liam's still asleep. He's not quite got up yet, so. But yeah, it's just being outdoors at such an early time in the morning. It's that escape, isn't it? You know, and I think that's a massive part of fishing. We do come to catch these fish, of course we do, but that whole just escape of your mundane, everyday, you know, busy life. It's just nice to get away and just wake up in nature. And it's just every time I do mention it quite a lot in my videos, but I can't get over it every time I go. I'm so grateful that I've come out, you know what I mean? So yeah, we did actually have some rain last night, it wasn't forecast. It was quite surprising because yeah, it wasn't forecast. It sort of came out of nowhere. Well, it didn't, it came out of the sky, but you know what I mean? But it wasn't like a heavy downpour. It was just a quick sort of shower, probably half an hour shower, and sort of made everything wet. But you know what? Bivvy held up well. I'm completely dry. Everything's dry. It's just, yeah, I don't know. Maybe that little bit of rain might have been a good thing for the fishing front. Obviously, it hasn't proved to be so far, but yeah, I'm just hoping that maybe today there's going to be a few more signs of fish. So we're on to about 2 o'clock. We're going to start packing away about 1:30 and be off by 2. So we've still got a good few hours, you know, and I'm still confident, as much as I am down about the fact that it's just been so dead and we've not really seen a lot and not caught anything. I'm still positive because I still think there's a bite to be had here. So we remain positive, and I will bring you along with today's adventure. When Liam wakes up, I'm going to get some sausages and bacon on the go. I think we're going to have some sausage and bacon baps. But yeah, again, sorry I can't bring you any footage of any fish, guys. I really hope that I can today. Wow, Liam has arisen from the depths, getting some more bait out there. And just a quick one, I did just do my first ever YouTube live. I just went live. I was a little bit nervous, didn't know what to expect, didn't know how many people would even watch, but we actually had 16 people. So if you did catch a live stream, thank you very much for coming and having a chat with me. It was only about 15 minutes or so. I was a little bit nervous because I'm not too good with like being on a live situation, you know what I mean? At least with these videos I can edit them when I mess up, but no, it was nice. It was nice to see you guys in the chat Monday morning. A lot of you were getting ready to go to work and sort of jumped in and we had a little chat, so that was good. But I just do want to say, I want to do some more live streams. So whether that be on TikTok or Facebook, or YouTube Live, then please follow me on TikTok and subscribe to my YouTube so that you don't miss the lives going forward. And yeah, if ever you see me go live, jump in, say hello, please be nice. That's a little bit why I'm a bit nervous to do the lives, because I don't want people jumping in and being nasty, but such is life, that's the internet, and unfortunately that just happens, doesn't it? But the bacon is out, the sausages are currently being cooked, and we got some rolls as well. We're gonna have some bacon baps and some sausage baps. We got some caramelized onion sausages cooking away there. Look at that. Happy days. Oh wow, call me Mr. Ramsey, look at that. You got to be happy with that. Bit of Tommy K on there, slap her on. Job's a good one. Taste test review. Caramelised onion. Oh, I'll tell you what, that would be lovely if I had a bit of cheese with that. I mean, it's nice as it is, but oh, job's a good one. Right, well, I have just been live on TikTok as well. So TikTok live and YouTube live. I've now done a live stream on both of them. So go and check me out on. If you don't follow me on TikTok, go and check me out on TikTok. Subscribe to me on YouTube. I would really appreciate that. I've never done this whole live thing, but you know what? I quite like it, and I might do some more. But yeah, update on the fishing again. Not a lot to update you on. The sun is shining down. It's a beautiful day, and I was talking to Leon actually. We're off to Linear tomorrow. I didn't realise how close it was. But yeah, we're actually going tomorrow. So yeah, I think we've got a few hours left today. I am slowly starting to pack things away. And then I've got a few bits and bobs to do later on today. And then tomorrow morning we'll be off to Linear. So again, another reason to subscribe. Check out that video. That will be coming up soon after this one. I don't know if it'll be the one after this one. It might be in a couple of videos time. But either way, subscribe. And also, just on that as well, if you do like my content, and you do want to see more sort of lifestyle, sort of exploration videos, adventure sort of videos, then you can go and check me out on Escape with Aaron. That's my other YouTube channel, which is basically when I go on days out and things like that. I want to do more on that channel. We're actually going to Florida in about a month's time, just over a month's time, and I'm going to daily vlog our family trip to Florida. We're going to all the Disney parks and stuff like that. So if you want to see those videos, head on over to Escape with Aaron, subscribe to there, and I'll bring you more sort of like lifestyle, adventure, vloggy kind of style videos, which will include holidays, travel experiences and things like that. But yeah, like I say, Florida, just over a month. Subscribe to Escape with Aaron if you want to see daily vlogs coming up on that channel. Well, my margin rod is in, not because I've caught a fish. I've had to reel it in because look, this lot have found my margin spot, and I didn't want to catch one, so I had to reel it in because I would have caught one. Look at this. This is an absolute joke. Yeah, to you and all. Oh, really? Come on, lads. That is pretty much sums up this session. Well, you might have thought that was funny, them diving in my spot down in my margin and now diving on my spot over on the island. I honestly have just had enough of this session. Well, the rods are in. The only thing that's left is a very sad looking billy who, I tell you what, you need to buck your ideas up, mate, because a few more sessions like that and we might have to start talking about your job. Well, we are now all packed away and back in the van. Very sweaty. It's very, very hot now, and it was a long old walk from where we were fishing back to the van. But that is the end of our session, so all that's left for me to say is I'm sorry it was a blank, guys. We'll try again next time. I definitely want to come back here and try this again, for sure. So if you want to see me come back here and try and tackle it and try and actually land some of the residents that live at Broadlands, please go down, leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bish bash bosh.
Thank you for watching The South Coast Angler. Please like and subscribe.